What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here. This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino, but in this one we go over Michigan landing a transfer portal commitment from a kicker. We go over that, why it fills a need for Michigan, and we also go over two Michigan football players named as way too early All-Americans. Also, Michigan getting a ton of top 2026 targets, setting official visits, including one from the number one running back and five-star running back Savion Hyder, and many other top targets, plus a potential other option Michigan could go to for quarterback in the 2026 class, a former teammate of Jordan Marshall. And we also talk about a little bit Dusty May going back to Indiana to win a freaking basketball game, as he put it in his own words. It's all going to be in this video and more, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so Michigan football actually came away with a transfer portal commitment today, as they have landed the Texas State kicker transfer Beckham Sunderland, as he committed to Michigan. And it actually does fill a need for Michigan, as obviously Tommy Doman transferred to Florida, which was Michigan's punter and also kickoff specialist. Now, Michigan does have Dominic Zavada, one of the best field goal kickers in all of college football, if not the best, and he is returning next season, which is huge for Michigan. But Sunderland will most likely be the kickoff man for Michigan. Does have limited experience as a football player, kicked off and attempted an extra point at the college level, as last season he had 8 kickoffs for 530 yards, which was a 66.3 yard average with 6 touchbacks, and also went 1 for 1 on extra points. Also, fun fact, he was previously a goalkeeper for FC Cincinnati, which is an American professional soccer club that competes in the MLS. So Sunderland is now the second specialist to transfer to Michigan, along with former UCLA long snapper Trent Middleton. And Michigan could add a punter at some point this offseason as well. So I just wanted to mention that Michigan picks up a portal commitment from the Texas State kicker transfer Beckham Sunderland, and also wanted to mention two Michigan football players named to the way too early All-Americans by ESPN, and one of them is senior kicker Dominic Zavada, as he is coming off one of the best seasons for a kicker in Michigan history. Went 21 of 22 on field goals, with the one miss being a blocked kick, and also made 7 kicks of 50 plus yards. Basically, last season when Michigan got in field goal range and in Zavada's range, they were gonna get 3 points no matter what, unless they turn the ball over. And you could say that Dominic Zavada winded up being one of, if not the best Michigan transfer last season, and a very important addition last season. So hopefully Zavada doesn't get snubbed again next season from the Lou Groza Award, because he definitely did this season. He was the best kicker in college football last season, in my opinion. And then also the other one is graduate safety Rod Moore, as both Rod Moore and Dominic Zavada are 2 of only 6 Big Ten players to make the 26-player list. Obviously, Rod Moore missed all last season after tearing his ACL in a spring practice, but he's coming back, will be a huge addition for this defense. Also should be a leader and most likely a captain next season for this Michigan squad. I also wanted to talk about some recruiting news, but first, before we do, I did want to give a shout out to BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. We've talked about BetUS before. They have all the odds you need, but did you know they also have a casino? Discover BetUS's casino playground. Go to betus.com/casino and get generous promotions and tournaments that make every play even more rewarding. Sign up now and experience the difference. Get your bonus, 200% sign up bonus up to $5,000, and also 250% crypto sign up bonus up to $5,000. And obviously, please gamble responsibly. But let's go ahead and continue here, and wanted to talk about Michigan getting a few visits from some important 2026 targets. And we'll first start with the number 1 running back and 5-star running back Savion Hyder from the state of Virginia. Michigan has been a top school for a very long time, but there's also other big time programs going after him, including Georgia, Ohio State, Tennessee, Penn State. And according to E.J. Holland of the Wolverines, Hyder did tell him that he locked in June official visits with all of the schools in his final group besides Penn State, and he is still getting, all the dates and the details, still trying to iron them all out. But Michigan is expected to get him on campus on June 13th, so a big time target there. He is going to be taking an official visit to Michigan. And also the 2026 four-star tight end slash athlete and top tight end target for the Wolverines, Matt Ludwig, from the state of Montana, and will be taking an unofficial visit from March 21st to the 23rd, and then also an official visit from June 20th to the 22nd, as he told the Michigan Insider. Now, Nebraska has a crystal ball prediction to put in their favor right now from a Nebraska Insider, but that was in September of 2024. Now, Michigan does have an on-3 prediction put in from Steve Wiltfong. He put that in January 4th. So right now, according to the recruiting prediction machine on 3, Michigan does have a lead in Matt Ludwig's recruitment, and they're set to get him back on campus, a top tight end target right there. And then also the in-state 2026 four-star offensive tackle Gregory Patrick told Steve Wiltfong of On3 he has locked in 4 official visits, one with Michigan on June 20th, which will be the last of his official visits. He's also going to be going to Penn State the weekend of May 30th, to Michigan State on June 6th, Notre Dame on June 13th, and again, Michigan on June 20th, which actually seems to be big, Michigan getting the last visit there, because he does plan to commit to one of those programs in early July. He said, those are the schools I went to games to. Also, those were the 4 I felt most necessary to get to and would be the best experience. Did say that I would say academics are a big part of the school I would choose, and second would be the development of the position. And obviously Michigan checks off a lot of boxes there. One of the top rated recruits in the state of Michigan. Michigan are looking to keep him in the state of Michigan. So good news there. Michigan already locking in some official visits with some top 2026 targets as the Wolverines look to continue their recruiting momentum as they finish 6th in the 2025 class, looking to do even better and have a top class in the 2026 class as well. Also wanted to talk about a potential other quarterback target for the Wolverines in the 2026 class, and that is the 2026 4-star quarterback Matt Ponatowski from Cincinnati, Ohio, Archbishop Moeller High School, which is where Jordan Marshall went to high school, and they do talk a lot to each other. Now, he's also a baseball star, but really had a great junior season as he was Ohio's reigning Gatorade Player of the Year, and he was committed to Missouri ever since an 8th grader to play baseball, but he did get, a lot of football scholarships recently. Michigan is one school to offer him, and he does plan on potentially playing both baseball and football at the next level. And according to Ethan McDowell of On3 and the Wolverine, Michigan offensive coordinator Chip Lindsey, they have started to push for the 4-star quarterback. And Sean Moore actually told Ponatowski that he could have more time to play with Jordan Marshall because they offered him a scholarship to Michigan. And when he got that offer, he said it was a pretty cool experience. So next step could be to get him on campus for a visit, but that's another option for Michigan at quarterback in the 2026 class. And obviously having Jordan Marshall will definitely help the Wolverines there. And then to wrap up this video, wanted to talk about Michigan basketball. Dusty May going back to Indiana, which was his alma mater, and kind of, got going in the coaching industry under Bobby Knight as a student assistant at Indiana. Now, Dusty May, he said, I've gotten 20 texts from friends saying, hey, I'd love to grab dinner. He said, I just haven't responded to many people I'm close friends with. I have a very closed mindset during the season where all I can think about is how we do, or how do we play better and how do we practice better tomorrow? What's our plan? And, he said he's going to Indiana, and he said, I'm going there to try to win a freaking basketball game, and that's it. Now, funny thing is, Indiana is set to move on from head coach Mike Woodson after this season, and Dusty May is a fan favorite for that next position to be head coach at Indiana, but obviously he's got a great position here at Michigan, and I don't think he it will be going anywhere because Michigan will be doing everything they can to keep Dusty May here. He's building something special. He's got the Wolverines 17-5, 9-2 in conference play. Wolverines trying to go from last in the Big Ten last season to first. So personal storylines aside for Dusty May, he's going in there to win a freaking basketball game is what he said, as the Wolverines look to pick up another big road win and then set up a huge matchup against Purdue on Tuesday, which could be for first place in the Big Ten. But with that's going to wrap up this video. Again, shout out to BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. Go ahead, check them out at betus.com. And with that, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more. If you are new around here, I greatly appreciate it. And we will see you guys in the next video. Go Blue.